All right, what is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here. Welcome to tonight's super special call. I have a really fantastic guest on here tonight, and I'm really excited to go ahead and host tonight's call. Before we go ahead and get started, let me double check that I am indeed live in the correct spots on Facebook and in our group. And let me know with a quick yes in the comment section that you can see and hear me loud and clear. Let me know with a quick yes. You can see Adam. And Adam, how you doing, brother? Go ahead and say hi to everyone to make sure that they can go ahead and hear you. And we'll get this thing started in just a minute. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How you doing? It is feeling hot here in Florida, but I'm so excited to be talking to you today.
Awesome. Glad to have you, man. So with that said, it looks like we are indeed live. Once again, guys, let me know with a quick yes. You can see and hear me loud and clear. As always, if you guys are on this call with me, please go ahead and tag up all of your SAND community friends in the comments below. If you're watching this in the Facebook group, tag them up on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and share this on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, notification button. If you guys get value out of today's video, we're doing something really special here today with this live stream, and we're actually giving away $100 to the most engaged participant here live with us on this call. The last call, we had the one and only Tracy Lee win the $100. Tracy's the only person who can't win it twice because we need a little bit of variety. But for everyone else on this call, the most engaged person is going to go ahead and win $100. And what that simply means for you is when I ask for comments, likes, hearts, and shares, all that jazz, give me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. When I ask for engagement, let me know what your biggest takeaway was in the comment section. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was. Be part of this process. Me and Adam don't want to just essentially sit here and talk at you. We want to have an open dialogue. We want, once again, back and forth. We want a conversation and not just, once again, us speaking at you. So with that said, it looks like they can hear us loud and clear. Daughtry, Larry, Karen, Phil, Loretta, Cheryl, Cynthia, Vivian, Dave, Larry. Good to see so many people on tonight's call with us. Once again, I have the one and only Adam Shelton here with us live. Looks like we're good to go. Looks like everyone can hear us and see us loud and clear. So with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So guys, the emails went ahead and alluded to it, leading up to tonight's call. But why I'm really excited about tonight's call is that just getting to witness Adam's progression in the marketplace and literally just the last year has been something to watch, right? I've kind of been involved in it through some, kind of being a mentor to Adam, but also on the sidelines, just watching Adam, go out and absolutely crush it with pretty much everything he's gotten started in over the course of the last year. And literally just having Adam in our workshops for a mentorship program, I want to say under a year ago, kind of time's a little bit warped with the whole COVID situation. So it could be just a little bit longer, but literally having him at an event, having him, at one of our live events out in Reno, Nevada, being there as someone who is brand new, where you guys might be right now in your own personal business, not getting results, not producing sales, not generating leads, not a top earner, and just kind of at that point where he was frustrated and stuck and overwhelmed. He made a decision that weekend to go ahead and get started with our mentorship program. He got started, and what I absolutely love about Adam, I don't know if I've told you this enough, brother, but he is literally the definition of someone who takes action. Everything we tell Adam to do to a T, he'll essentially go out and do it as fast as he possibly can. He came to our workshop, I remember, and I, kind of really quickly knew that he had what it took to be successful because we gave him, homework for the night. He went, he did it, he brought it back, he did more even than we asked. And he just was a massive action taker on pretty much everything that we went ahead and recommended. And since that moment in time, very recently, Adam has gone on record months, nearly 50 sales in a single month, cranking out thousands upon thousands of dollars in commissions every month. Top earner in, of course, our company, but also other companies that he's got started with. I won't name company names, but I see the leaderboards and I see the screenshots, and Adam's name's always at the top of all of the various leaderboards. And I kind of had to twist his arm to get him out here live with me tonight to share the goods on a Friday night. He's over in Florida, so it's 8 p.m. your time. Appreciate you being here, brother. How are you, man? Great to have you on here live with us.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's 8 p.m. The wife is she's asleep right now. She's been studying and she let me do the interview. So I'm excited about that. So so excited to be here with everybody, the Sand family, and go ahead and share some secrets so you can be successful. Absolutely.
Awesome. Perfect, Adam. Well, with that said, brother, let's just go ahead and dive in. Everyone, let us know in the comment section. Are you guys fired up to hear Adam's secrets, to learn Adam's secrets? Let me know with a quick yes in the comment section and type out, I'm fired up. And with that said, Adam, I kind of gave you the whole, MC introduction, all the big results that you've been able to accomplish. And again, I'm super proud of you. But with that said, there's usually kind of a little bit more behind the actual result. There's a little bit of struggle, a little bit of, trying but not succeeding, and usually some sort of process that you have to go through before you just break out and become a top earner and absolutely crush it like you have. And so, just in 5 or 7 minutes or so, can you kind of bring our audience behind the scenes into your journey from where you, were, maybe something that you haven't shared before, to where you are now, maybe some of the struggles that you went through, so people understand that, you're not just on here because you're a natural and everything you touch turns to gold. You've actually learned skill sets and you've walked down the path. So why don't you go ahead and share just a little bit in that context, Adam?
Yeah, basically, I got into this industry because my marriage was on the line. And I didn't even know much about this industry. I kind of stumbled upon it by accident, literally. And I remember I got the text message. I was trying to bring up the text message that my wife sent me and saying that basically, if you don't do something about all these long hours because you're never here, you're missing anniversaries, you're missing birthday parties, then I'm going to do something. So she had that look in her face. So that got me to start looking. She had that look in her face, and she's in there right now. So I never get that look. That was a scary look, and all the guys out there, all the married guys out there, y'all know that. But anyway, she gave me that look every night for at least about 2 weeks. And I remember one night it was supposed to be dinner made for me. It was in the trash. It was literally in the trash because I kept coming home late. I was working long hours. I was missing everything. My dinner was cold. And so I remember going to work the next day when it was really bad. It was like a really bad argument, really bad look. And I was like, you know what? I have to do something. I need to at least make more money, or I need to get more time. And so I remember looking at my boss, and I couldn't stand my boss. He smelled like mustards and old trash. He smelled really bad. And I knew I was a better employee than he was. He always treated me bad, and he smelled bad. And I remember I was looking at there, and I had a turning point where I need to do something because I can use more time doing something else. So I went to YouTube on my lunch break. My boss was looking at me. I kept thinking about my wife saying, like, you know what? You need to get home tonight. I was supposed to be working really late. So I was like, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to look for how to make money online. Typed it in. And then all these videos showed up. And I was like, okay. So I started watching a few and I stumbled upon Keisha's, I'm telling you. I stumbled upon yours, Keisha, and Ace and Rich all in one day. I watched them. And then I took action immediately. So I went there, bought the program. And then after that, my boss yelled at me for no particular reason. And so I was like, I'm doing it right. I'm getting out of here. I kept thinking of that. I'm getting out of here. And I kept thinking about my wife saying things like, you need to be home tonight. So what drove me was more time with my family, and then getting away from the guy who smelled like mustard and old trash. I can still remember the smell right now. And so that fired me up and got me into this industry. And I've been there ever since.
Awesome. I mean, I think so many people can relate and identify when it comes to the long hours, when it comes to not having enough time for your family, when it comes to not having enough time for your loved ones. I know, again, in my own personal journey, just having the freedom to be able to choose, right? At the end of the day, I think if we just had more choice and more control over how we can spend our time, who we spend our time with, and who our time can end up impacting in a positive way, That's really, I think, what so many people are after. So I think a bunch of people can identify. And I know, Adam, you've kind of, you've gotten started with us, obviously. For everyone who was on the last call with Keisha, Adam's literally proof that, Keisha's strategies absolutely do work when it comes to YouTube, because Adam found a YouTube video of Keisha, stumbled upon, something much like you guys probably stumbled upon to get here right now, got started, and just essentially dove in head first, which is something that Adam did, more than probably anyone else I've seen in the community. But with that said, Adam, when you first got started, there were quite a few probably different paths, different avenues, different business models. You've been involved with different business models at this point in time. I know you've, gotten started in a couple of different companies, which is awesome. But what's kind of, one or two or three of your favorite things when it comes to affiliate marketing, when it comes to what we have to offer here at Sand, but more specifically, what about affiliate marketing as the actual business model and as the vehicle that you're using in order to go ahead and get to your goals do you like most? And what's kind of the difference that makes the difference in your mind when it comes to affiliate marketing? And everyone, just a reminder, the person who's most engaged will win $100. So give Adam comments, likes, hearts, and shares. And Adam, why affiliate marketing? What fired you up most about it as a model?
Well, I remember watching a few videos that day when I first was really interested in signing up. And one of the things about yourself, Said It, Ace Rich, and Keisha was that I didn't have to be an expert to really have success with affiliate marketing from the beginning. I just needed to take action and actually go through the training and just be myself. Find a product, find a service, find a platform, find a traffic platform that resonates to you, and you go ahead and take action. And so it wasn't complicated. I think that was the thing. It just wasn't complicated in the beginning. It looked like something that I can do. I can make more money. I can make money without owning the product. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and take advantage of this. I can learn this my speed while I work at my job. That's what I was thinking. And then that's when I met Sean Johnson. Later on, and he told me some of his secrets about, affiliate marketing, and then also with the vehicle of having a part-time job. But anyway, I like the simplicity of it. I love the fact that, I didn't have to own it. I love the fact that I can do a video and market something, within 15 to 20 minutes. I like the fact that if you found the right affiliate marketing product and it's all done for you situations, all I have to do is bring the traffic. All I have to do is convert. And so that's what I started learning. I'm like, yeah, I could do this. I just need to have the right mentorship and the coaching, the right actually product and service that resonate to me, because that's so important. Finding something that resonates to you, that you believe in, and that you can go all in on. Because that's the thing. Once you find those things, and I found Sam. Sam was definitely had that, because that boot camp was really, really nice. And it was step by step, really easy to find and follow. And then with the simplicity of the boot camp, it allowed me to start marketing and being myself. And that's why I like affiliate marketing, because you can be yourself. I didn't have to own the product. And then I can go out there and make some money online.
Yeah. Yeah. So I picked up, again, you didn't have to be the expert right out of the gate. I think that's something that holds a lot of people back, the tendency to, and whether it's right or wrong, I think people feel it, but it's the feeling of, God, I don't have this skill set yet, so no one will listen to me. I don't have my voice dialed in yet. I don't have my message dialed in yet, so no one will listen to me. And that's one of the benefits of affiliate marketing. If you can just figure out how to generate leads, if you can just figure out how to, drive leads through a funnel and drive traffic really at the end of the day, because oftentimes the funnels will actually convert your people into leads for you, you can absolutely crush it. And then from there, I know, the bigger back end commission. So you like affiliate marketing. What are the, some of the few things that kind of separate Sand in your mind from some of the other affiliate marketing programs out there?
Well, I think the boot camp was definitely separates it from other programs, because when you first get in, you're brand new, you need some type of blueprint, a roadmap of where you can follow and understand. And another thing I really like about it was the advisors. The advisors are really there to really help you, not just there to just push you along, but really there to help you. I'm just going based on my experience. And then the next thing what I like about it was you can learn a traffic source. And that's when the solo ad success formula came in. So when the roadmap at the time, it was like, okay, I got through this. Then the next thing was you need to start running traffic. So I didn't know much about traffic at the time. So I dove into the Solo Ad Success Formula. There was some really good vendors in there. They showed me how to really communicate. So the thing was, I just worried about one.
Whoops. Adam, you there, brother? Adam, are you there? Adam, are you there? Uh-oh. All right, everyone. Adam, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
There we
go. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I missed out on you for a second there. You were saying that the boot camp and the advisors and learning, I think you ended on the one traffic source, and you could just kind of focus on one traffic source, and then we went ahead and lost you. And then Adam, be careful. Just heads up, I should have let you know before the call, don't open Facebook or YouTube, or it can cause glitches here. And if you have them open, go ahead and close them out, because we got 60 people on here absolutely loving it. So Adam, pick up where you took off, brother.
Yeah, so basically what separates SAN and through other programs is the fact that you have a roadmap blueprint boot camp to follow. So you have something there to really follow step by step to really get you in that entrepreneur mode, get you out of that, to the point where this is where I need to go. And because a lot of times you don't really get that in other programs. You just get the product and then you're just kind of out there. And so what I liked about it was you had the advisor. So I can ask the advisor questions about some of the training I was going through. And then I liked the assignments too. The assignments was really good, is because it really teaches you exactly what you're thinking and where you are in your business and your mindset. So that helped me a lot. And then after that, after the boot camp was, you had a traffic source that was already there for you to learn. And now with the Solo Ad Success Formula. And so from there, you learn how to communicate with solo ad vendors. You learn how to find the offer. You learn how to track your offer. And so it was easier. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just do traffic. I'll just do this traffic and let's go back over to boot camp again just to make sure I got everything. And so that's all I had to worry about. Instead of other programs, sometimes you don't really get all that. You're kind of just out there to figure things out. And then sometimes that's how you can get lost. That's how you can get really confused. But the SAN was really good because the community was really good. And also it was really simple to follow. That's what I liked about it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate the kind words. And I think one thing that you did really well, just for everyone on here, we got almost 70 people on here. So if you're getting value, give me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. Let us know with a quick yes in the comments box. Let us know the hashtag value if you're getting value. But one of the traps that so many people fall into when they first get started is that they try to do way too much. They try to do Facebook, YouTube, solo ads, Bing PPV. I'm going to blog too. They try to do everything at once. And, invariably, when you try to do everything at once, you end up doing, everything not very effectively at the same time, instead of doing, the one thing that is the main thing and focusing on the main thing that is the main thing to actually drive the result. So for everyone on this call, sometimes giving yourself the permission to not do everything at once, to, focus on, I think there's a trap of, I need to take massive action, so I'm going to do everything. If you can, instead of doing everything, take massive action on the one thing that's most likely to, essentially get you to your goal the fastest, right? It's the difference between going in a bunch of different directions and a really kind of sporadic and kind of shotgun approach versus going in the one direction that you need to go down in a very kind of sniper-like approach, which is something that Adam did really well. He focused on the main thing. He kept the main thing, and he's still keeping the main thing because I see him out there every single day executing on his daily routine, which is very systematic, very formulaic, very step-by-step process oriented. And that's what he's going to go ahead and share just a little bit with you guys here tonight. So Adam, once again, you've done an awesome job on realizing what actually drives results and finding the few things, versus the trivial many that actually drive results. And you've kind of, outlined it and put into a daily routine that really kind of anyone can follow. So Adam, just a little bit, what's working for you right now in your business? What does that routine look like? You wake up, by the end of the day, you need to get these 4 or 5 things done. What are those 4 or 5 things? And also, why have you chosen those 4 or 5 things to really drive results in your business, guys? And once again, if you guys get value, comments, likes, hearts, and shares, subscribe. And I'm going to keep telling you too, because Adam's bringing the goods here. But with that said, Adam, take it away.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of learned this from a live event, a daily routine. So I actually learned this, and that's why you should always attend live events. I don't care if it's virtual or in person, you're going to learn something if you're open to learn. So I learned more about this daily routine when I went to a live event. And I remember the speakers talking about, doing that one thing, get good at one thing, focus on something that you're passionate about, that you can bring customers and prospects. So basically, I started thinking this. I said, you know what? My daily routine needs to be something I'm passionate about, that I'm excited. I can jump out of bed and I'm like, I'm going to do this today, because the bed's literally right over there. But anyway, but so I started thinking. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to work on my mindset in the beginning. So I've been reading this book called YouTube Secrets, and it's a really good secrets in there. I'm actually going to do a video about that later. But anyway, I start working on my mindset. And then the next thing, the daily routine, I say, you know what? I just want to create content to bring in leads to go onto my email list. So I created a content calendar, content calendar based on what the problems in the marketplace and where are my solutions for those problems. So I would have a content calendar, and it would basically be on those type of topics. And then I'll have a call to action. And then basically those leads were coming to my email list, and they would go through my follow-up series. So basically my daily routine was not only to get leads, it was conversions, but it was also to create content and awareness of where I'm the authority and I have at least a solution to your problem. And so even though I may not got 10 leads that day, I'm building up an influence and awareness. And what happens is over time, I start getting those leads. I start getting those sales. I start getting those profits. And then people will come back and say, hey, you know what? You really helped me out that day. And, or, they'll email me back and say something like, can you do a video over this? And so that's when I realized it was working, when I was creating content, solving problems in the marketplace. And in the short, basically just showing value each and every single day.
Perfect. So, I'm taking notes here just to kind of reiterate back to everyone. So, one of the big things that you mentioned right off the bat, which everyone can learn from, myself included, because I used to be really good at it. And now I should be better at it, I will admit. But you have a content calendar. So you wake up and you know exactly when you need to produce content, which days of the week you need to produce content, which days of the month you're probably gonna have a longer form piece of content. If you're gonna host a webinar, when you're gonna do it. So kind of fill people in on, I know you have a content calendar. What does that actually look like? What's the frequency? What do you aim for? How often do you look to produce content? Is it daily? Is it weekly? Do you have a longer piece of content once a week and a shorter piece of content once a day? What does that whole process look like? And also, what's the thought process behind, sticking with that calendar that you put in place?
Well, it's a daily content calendar. It's basically set of content or where I've gathered out by doing research. So pretty much a lot of the content is based on feedback or stuff that I've seen in the marketplace. So for an example, so Monday could be a video webinar based on how to get leads on social media, even if you're brand new. So I would do that video. Then on Tuesday, it would be basically a story-based post on how I got started in the marketplace. And this is where I was, and this is where I'm at right now. And it'll be a nice call to action in the video or in the story telling post. And then like Wednesday, it will be something like a short viral post. It'd be something really short to the point of where that if you're struggling right now, I have the solution for you can go ahead and get more subscribers to your business. So I would keep things short and simple based on what I've seen and feedback from my email list. And then all of those guys will go to my email list, and then they will go through my actually strategy through my follow-up series. So the thought process was I wanted to do something where I know people are either asking for or I'm seeing people asking. I'm literally seeing people. So I would do content hunting on like Sundays. So I would literally go on content hunting and look for people having problems getting leads or having, subscribers. I need more subscribers on my YouTube channel. What do I need to do? Well, I would do a video or do a live video of how you can do that. But then that will get value, and then they'll get on my email series. So I would really do that, just to really try to find the problems. And using that content calendar is really good because it kept you organized as well, man. It really kept you organized. And then you just wake up and you just do your content. You didn't have to think about it.
Yep. Perfect. So, I mean, again, guys, he's unpacking a lot very quickly. One thing that I'll say is that if you're just receptive to what the marketplace is telling you, and that's one thing that Adam mentioned, he just listens, right? There are so many people that we work with in our workshops, in our mentorship programs, in our masterminds, et cetera, where they'll come and they say, I don't know what to say for content. I don't know what to create. I don't know what topics to create. And yes, you can do a bunch of market research, right? You can do a bunch of market research. You can figure out the preemptive buying decision questions. You can answer those. You can, go super in depth on, the really hardcore marketing stuff, or you can just do what Adam's doing when it comes to really all he's doing is, I'm guessing, Adam, you're part of probably a lot of different groups. You're part of a lot of different kind of forums probably when it comes to internet marketing.
Definitely forums.
And all of the forums, all the groups have a bunch of different members and they're all asking questions. And questions are probably, fairly oftentimes similar. So they're usually kind of the same, but also probably different as well. And Adam's just essentially there noticing what questions are being asked. And when you just kind of notice what's being asked, you then very quickly have plenty of content to create, plenty of topics to kind of tap into, and really questions to answer based on true, real problems in the marketplace that are not assumptive problems. You're not assuming that these are problems that actually aren't problems. It's not, a problem that you've made up that actually isn't really kind of bothering someone. At least for one person that it was bothering them. And if you solve the problem for that one person, chances are so many other people are dealing with that as well. So if you guys can just, look at social media, not as something to hang out on, right? Not as something to be a consumer on, but instead approach it as you're the producer, you're the person on there looking to go ahead and, pick up insights for what you can put into the marketplace in order to provide maximum value, and just spend an hour, a week or 2 hours a week, from that context, from that frame of mind, approaching it through that lens like Adam does. There's no reason why you guys can't have an endless amount of content. So Adam, I get the strategic approach when it comes to looking for problems, solve the problems, look at what the marketplace is asking, have the calendar, execute upon the calendar, etc. When it comes to more of the tactical, the tactical steps to execute upon the strategy, which social media platforms are you using most? Is it YouTube? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Where are you posting most of your content? Where are you getting the most bang for your buck when you do post content? And where should, if we have 70 people on here live with us, and if you're getting value, comments, likes, hearts, and shares, where should these 70 good people go ahead and start when it comes to their journey of content creation, Adam?
Well, I started out with Facebook, and then I started transitioning over to YouTube. And because YouTube, they can house your videos there forever. You can use your YouTube videos and you can email your list. What I really started to do was in my emails, I try to start turning my emails to a video. I start some new things here where, okay, here's the email copy. How can I make this into a video where I can really, really, brand myself, really put myself out there, because then they'll see me, they'll hear me, but like, I heard Adam, and he's talking about how he got started an entrepreneur and he used to eat mustard sandwiches and syrup sandwiches. And so, I was just like, hey, let me go ahead and do this. Or I remember one time I actually did a video and it actually had the sandwich on the table. I actually acted out the whole thing to get people to think about it. It was just something creative. And that's what content's all about. Being yourself, being creative. So I started out with Facebook and I moved over to like YouTube, and I'm really enjoying it. I think that pick one platform I would tell people to do and stick with that first, and then move over to a platform. If you feel like you are ready, then go over there. But a lot of times all you really need is really one platform to be there and to deliver content on a daily basis. It could be a lot of fun, and keep it fun. Keep it fun. I know a lot of times people really be stressed out about content, about what I'm going to say. Well, the best thing you can do is be yourself and do your research and, have some fun with it. That's exactly what I tried to do.
Yep, that's awesome. So, Adam, when it comes to the different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, etc., what if you're going on YouTube and you're going ahead and gonna cut a video? Are you gonna make it longer than Facebook, shorter than Facebook? Are you even paying attention to it, or are you just focused on providing as much value as you can?
I'm focused on providing the most value I can. When I do YouTube, I'm actually just talking to like one person. So I'm like, Facebook, you can be talking to a group of people. Hey, Facebook Live, I'm Adam Shelton. This is the video. On YouTube, I'm more specific about my target audience. I'm actually speaking to him or her in the video right now. And so I'm actually talking to one person when I'm delivering the content. I can imagine that one person there that's sitting right down at home. He's struggling. He's been working 15-hour days. His wife is yelling at him. I'm actually talking to that person because that was me. so then, it's easier for me to deliver the content. So YouTube, you can talk to one person. It doesn't matter how long it is. I mean, it's good to have it longer than 10 minutes because of the views and your subscribers, but you definitely want to be clear exactly what you're talking about on YouTube with your target audience.
Perfect. I love it. And I'm glad I was able to switch over here. I had to switch to the iMac because my laptop wasn't charging. Almost had a heart attack there.
Awesome.
I love the tech gremlins. But yeah, I mean, I love it. And at the end of the day, guys, just to reiterate what Adam said and also kind of put my own spin on it a little bit, is I do think that there are different tactics for different platforms. As an example, you can, if you can have a shorter video on Facebook, tactically, that's probably correct. Longer video on YouTube, tactically, that's probably correct, right? Shorter on TikTok, tactically, it's correct. But at the end of the day, if you focus on who is the person on the other side of the computer, how can I provide the most value to that person on the other side of the computer? And essentially, if I can create a piece of content to impact the person on the other end of the computer, it doesn't really matter how long it is, right? You shouldn't always focus on the priority of creating the maximum value in your content. And then if it's 3 minutes, awesome. If it's 4 minutes, awesome. If it's 5 minutes, that's fine too. If it's 25 minutes, that's fine too. As long as, again, you're throughout the process, not just rambling on, providing value and actually truly solving a problem at the end of the day, your audience will love it. So good stuff, Adam. Once again, guys, let us know in the comments if you guys are getting value. Don't forget to go ahead and tag up all of your friends in today's little live event that we got going on here. If you guys would like to go ahead and grab your ticket to the virtual summit, Adam mentioned it just a moment ago. I put the screen or the URL up on the screen. You can head over to mishasclass.com. It should be mishasclass.com. So I'll go ahead and retype this here in just a minute now that I'm on a computer that isn't going to die. But with that said, Adam, just kind of circling back to the event, and you mentioned the impact of getting to the actual event, and essentially how that played a role in your journey. What I don't want to say, what was different about our event, but what makes you, feel inclined to get to every single event that there is? Because I know you don't only get to ours, you get to all of them. And what are some of the big takeaways that you've had at events that have kind of been those moments where, I know for myself personally, I get to the event and I have that one aha moment that completely and totally changes, everything for me and my business. What were a few of those for you? And then also, why do you make it a habit and a priority to get to all of the events when you can?
Yeah. So for me was why I go to events. It is that aha moment. It's you are searching for that one thing that can change your business or can change your thought process on a project you might have been working on. And you're like, oh my goodness. And that's what happened to me when I went to my first event with Sam. Was I was struggling on lead generation. And I remember going to the live event and people on stage were talking about lead generation. They were talking about the subject I was really struggling with. And I remember when they were talking about social media leads, they were talking about conversions. And so I started to get those answers. So that was the thing. You get the answers to things that you could be stuck and struggling on. Because all the great entrepreneurs, they go to live events and they take action at live events. And so also with the live events, you get a chance to talk to other people that you normally don't get a chance to talk to. You know, you'll be like, I want to talk to that guy when this is over. You know, I want to go ahead and see what he's going to tell me, what secrets he's going to get delivered. And I got him. Oh, I got him. Oh, definitely. Because I was sitting there asking everybody. I was asking everybody everything. The Paulo, the Keisha, the Easton Rich, everybody. And because my thing was, if I'm going to come out here, or I'm going to a live event, I'm going to get something out of it. And the main thing was the wife was telling me, you go out there, you better get something out of it. She was telling me, oh my goodness. She told me before I got on the plane, she said, listen, you better go out there and you better go all out. Because if you don't, you're going to have to answer to me. So I had to answer to her too. So that got me going. So that was good though, because I needed it push. And so going to live events really are a game changer, because somebody's going to say something that's going to light a fuse in your mind. It's going to be like, what? Okay, I've been doing this for this long. I've been doing this wrong. I need to do this right. Or I need to do more of this. And so that's what I got from the live events. Man, go to live events. Do not take it for granted. Take advantage of the entire time, because that's what I did with the workshop and throughout the rest of the weekend. Is because every piece of the live event can be an influence into your business. It could be something that you really need to impact you and your business for the future. I'm telling you.
Awesome. I mean, it sounds like at a core level, it's just pretty much fear of your wife that's driving you to massive success. Is that right, Adam?
It was definitely a core level. I mean, because I remember before I got on the plane, I was like, you better get something out of this.
That's pretty funny. What I'll say, guys, is all jokes aside, I mean, what Adam mentioned is that, he was going to the event with an intention, right? So one of the kind of neurolinguistic programming hacks, like you can use neurolinguistic programming for sales. You can also use to coach people. And one of the things to coach people in the context of that role that you're taught to do is to always aim people towards a certain goal and have people clear on what their actual intention is before going ahead and starting something. And so when you're getting on a webinar, when you're getting on a training like this one, when you're getting to an event, when you're going through a course, when you're getting started with a mentorship program, if before you get into it, you have the actual clear intention of what you're trying to get out of it, you're much more likely to go ahead and find that thing that's going to help you to actually move the needle in your business. Where if you're, just approaching the event, the virtual event, whatever it might be, the mentorship program, the mastermind with, I'm going to go to the mastermind and I'm going to get some value and we'll see what happens. I'm going to go to the event, I'm going to get some value, we'll see what happens. If you're coming at it from that approach, what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of information coming at you, but you might not necessarily pick up on that one thing that ends up being the thing that is the difference that makes the difference, right? And so, Adam, I think one thing that you do really well, might be conscious, might be unconscious, is that you have the intention moving forward, moving into different projects that you get involved with, and that allows you to make, exponential progress compared to a lot of people. And personally, I think it's probably one of the things that goes ahead and drives your success. So, Adam, with that said, brother, do you have anything else that you'd like to go ahead and share with everyone on tonight's call? I know, again, people have loved this. They're saying that fear the wife or else, which is all jokes aside, guys. We got a ton of people saying they got a ton of value and that they absolutely love this. Do you have anything you'd want to go ahead and share in kind of closing, wrapping up? We got 80 people on here live with us, and they all love you, brother.
Yeah, I would say when you go to a live event, try to remember something that you really can harp on. And so when I went to my first live event, the technical triangle was in my mind the entire time. Traffic, conversion, economics, 80-20. I just kept saying that over and over and over again. And that was something I resonate to. So when you guys go to the live event, find something you can resonate to and look for it. It can really make an impact. That's the only thing I would tell you. And it's because when I did that, that was the thing I remembered. So some things I didn't necessarily remember. My notes were doing all the work, really. But when I knew that, that gave me some base on what I can really go for. So don't try to learn everything at once. Take one or two things that kind of like you can kind of, this kind of goes with what I've been missing or what this is what I need. And for me it was a tactical triangle. And I actually drew it up and wrote all the stuff down and everything. And then I start putting it into my business, which I'm excited about. So that's why I would tell you guys, attend the live events. It could be something that it can really, really make an impact for you.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming out, brother. Everyone, once again, to grab your free ticket, head over to mishasclass.com/event. I'll see if I can find it here. mishasclass.com/event. Once again, you get to attend for 3 days straight. And what I would say, guys, is if you're on this call right now, if you're getting value out of this call, do not just look to attend 1 day of the event. Don't just look to attend 2 days of the event. Grab your ticket. And I mean, Adam, what was the difference for you between attending 1 day and attending 3, just to go ahead and wrap this thing up? Did you get more value because you were fully immersed in the process, or would you got the same amount of value if you just kind of showed up for a little bit of the event?
Oh, I got a value when I completely immersed into the process. When I was there from the Thursday, when we did the workshop, into the very end, until the last person left, it's more like it was that though, because I wanted to do this because I knew that I had to take my business seriously. And I started looking around all the great entrepreneurs. They go to live events. They immerse into the process. They really go out there and take action in the process. They just wasn't just there. They participated when it was time for them to participate. They took the notes, but not just take the notes. They took action on the notes when they went home, when they went home, or when the virtual event went off the next hour, the next day, they took action. And I would tell you this, guys, the last event that I went to in Sand, I was taking action during the event. I literally was. It was, I remember Ace was talking about lead generation on social media. And I was on social media and getting leads. Literally when the event was going. So if Ace on here, she probably already knows. So I'm sitting here getting leads while the event was going on because I wanted to immerse in the process. I wanted to learn what everybody else knows that was on stage that I didn't know. So I'm telling you guys, don't take it for granted. Go through the whole process, take action, and have some fun.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. Guys, grab your ticket, mishasclass.com/event. What Adam shared today is literally just a tiny piece of value compared to everything that you'll discover at the actual live event. Grab your ticket, commit to being there all 3 days. The difference between this event and most other events is that many of the other events are just one speaker after another getting up and selling something, just essentially a pitch fest, right? This event is drastically different. This event is essentially laid out as a step-by-step curriculum where on day 1, we're going to cover something when it comes to traffic generation that you need to know in your business. Day 2, lead conversion and sales conversions. Day 3, follow-up. I'm not going to tell you exactly who's speaking when because we need you there at the full event, but just know that this event will be massively impactful for you if you get there for the full thing. But on the other end of that sword, it's not going to be impactful for you if you get there for the first day, but not the third, or if you get there for the third, but not the first or the second, and then you leave, midway through the event. The only way that you can truly get results, just like Adam has, the only way you can get the results that Keisha has, the only way that you can get the results that I have is if you fully go all in, if you fully commit, if you fully invest, and if you invest your time, your effort, your energy, your mental energy, if you, invest in having that brain kind of, a little bit fried by the end of the event, because there's going to be so much information, but also at the end of the day, all the information that you need to succeed. And if you do, I absolutely guarantee that you'll get a massive amount of value. And if you don't, hey, you don't need to pay a single dime. So head over to mishasclass.com/event. Grab your ticket right now. Adam, appreciate you coming out, brother. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you for all the value you provide in the community. Guys, one more time, if you guys got value, give us some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. Let us know in the comments real quick. with a quick thank you, Adam, for coming out. Your time is valuable, my friend. I appreciate you immensely. And we got a bunch of people still on here with us who absolutely loved it. Thank you, Adam. Thanks,
No
Adam.
problem.
I took a lot of notes, value. I've already rescheduled my part-time job so I can attend the event. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Adam. Awesome, Adam. Bunch of people on here with us, brother. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you, all of you who showed up here tonight live with us Friday night and spent just about an hour live with us. And I'm glad I was able to get onto my other computer without crashing everything. Appreciate all you guys. Till next time, over and out. Later, guys.
See ya.